Hi, welcome to learnhowtogarden.com. In today's episode of the 10-Minute Gardener, we're back in our fruit garden and I'm going to show you how to prune raspberries. If you're not already subscribed to me at Learn How to Garden, there's a link directly above this film. Click on that link, it'll take you over to the website, input your email address, and it means every single time we put up a new film we can let you know, and you also get access to our free monthly newsletter. It's mid-September and we planted this fruit garden earlier in the year, and it's to show you that by choosing a variety of raspberries to grow, you can actually get them the same year. And what we're looking at here are our autumn fruiting raspberries. These are raspberries that fruit on wood that's produced in 1 year. So up to here, these raspberries have been growing and now they're fruiting, and we'll leave those, we'll pick this fruit, it tastes really nice, and then in February we'll just cut those all flat down to the ground. They're really easy to look after, autumn fruiting raspberries. But what we have behind me are the summer fruiting raspberries. These are slightly more difficult to deal with, although I find them quite simple in a lot of ways, as long as you follow a couple of basic rules. The first is to remember that this fruit is going to be produced on this wood next year. And we've got lots of growth, but a lot of this growth we're not going to have. What you need to do is look at each plant and choose 6 or 8 decent stems, and that's what you're going to keep to grow the fruit on next year, and the rest we will prune out. And in most gardens, the easiest way to do it is with this system of wires, is to put everything that's going to fruit next year onto one side of the wire. So it's very simple. You just take these long stems and push everything underneath for a start, so everything is one side of the wire. And then taking these large stems, get yourself some twine, and for this I quite like to use twill. Twill's a wool-based twine, and what I like about this is that it'll compost down in about 18 months. Get a piece of twine. If you've got decent secateurs, the easiest way to do it is just nip it off on the blade. And the way I find easiest to tie this in is a clove hitch. Now, we've got a film up about a clove hitch on the website. You put the clove hitch in so you've got 2 long ends, and then those long ends just gently go round to hold the vertical in place. And I'll go along and put 6 or 8 from each plant, tie them in so you can see what they'll look like tied in. Once you've chosen 6 to 8 stems, and these are new plants, so some of them don't have 6 stems on, and they're all one side of the wires, what you then need to do, these thinner, weaker ones, we just take those out so that we're concentrating the actual growing energy for next year into the ones that are going to fruit. This one I'm taking out because it's just growing totally in the wrong direction for me, and I'd rather have it out. Always try and use really sharp secateurs. I know it's a daft thing to say, but they always seem such simple things, secateurs. And I mean, I've been quite a fan of these Okatsuma secateurs for a while. They're much heavier in the head than a lot that you get, and they're Japanese, and the actual blades are incredibly sharp, and it just means that everything you do, you don't end up with a ragged cut, so there's no space for disease. I mean, it's just straight through. It's like cutting butter, which is quite good. And just one last one down here. And that's it. It's that simple. All we've done is taken all of it to one side of the wire, and next year all of these on that side of the wire will produce fruit. And what happens is that all the new growth we'll train on this side of the wire next year, and then once these are fruited, we'll just cut those all off next autumn. So it's really quite easy. So you do one side 1 year for fruit, grow the other side. Once it's fruited, cut them all off, and the grown side you keep for fruit. Thanks for watching Learn How to Garden, and I hope that makes pruning your raspberries as simple as it should be.